Hey guys, welcome back to Warbros. Span here again. So today we're going to talk about how to make an effective YouTube video for your channel. So depending on how your channel is, it kind of would vary on how serious you should be about it. You know, if you're doing a comedy video, or if you're doing a walkthrough with a gameplay, or, if you're just doing it to do it. One way to make an effective YouTube channel is to make sure that depending on the type of video that you're doing, how involved you seem to be in it. Like if it's comedy, don't think too much about the camera. Don't think too much about the people watching it, or you'll mess up. You won't be as funny as you plan on being. But if you want to make a YouTube video that is more centered around being serious, then you might want to, sit down in front of a camera, think about who you're talking to, who's going to be receiving the message, and how it's going to be received. For an effective YouTube video, you have to be into the video. And that doesn't always mean into how people are going to react to the video. So for certain videos, if you're going for views, you might want to be more into what a crowd might want. And for videos that are more personal, you might want to be more emotional, more, uplifting, or depending on whatever it's about. So to create effective YouTube videos, you should be in a good area, good lighting. You need to have good quality sound. You have to know your audience pretty well. For any type of video, you have to know your audience, or they'll never receive the message from you. You have to know how to talk to a crowd. You have to know what to say to a crowd. And if you're nervous and you lock up a lot, you can do one of two things. You can either keep trying, keep restarting until you get it right. You can take multiple takes, or you can even, for a second option, you can just cut down on the video's, audio. You can go through and edit the parts out that are awkward or silent, kind of like what we do here. If there's a part where we pause, we edit that pause out. Everything kind of flows together at that point. We record everything on Audacity with a Rock Band mic. So, the audio is not amazing. It's not as good as it could be. It's not Yeti quality, and it's not amazing. But it's pretty good. It gets the job done. I covered that in our last video about how much it actually costs to make a YouTube channel. And I seriously think that before you watch this video, you should go check that video out, just so you have all the right equipment. And when you have all that, and you know how much you need to actually spend to get it if you don't have it, then I say come back here so you can relearn how to make an effective YouTube video that will really deliver for your audience. For us, some of our videos are shorter than others. Some of them are going to be a lot longer. We can range anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour. It really just depends on the kind of video. If you want to do a live stream, like a live stream through YouTube or Twitch, and then you move that video over here, I would say use about 15 minutes of that clip, because if you're posting from Twitch, your live stream that you did the night before, those live streams, they last hours. So I wouldn't put the full live stream on my channel. I would just put the parts that were important, or a specific part that people will remember and be used to. To make an effective video, you have to make sure you know your topic. You have to, depending on some people, you should have a script. For us, we don't use a script. We study up on what we need to talk about, and everything kind of comes to us as we go. We don't go by a certain script. We go by, what our heart feels, which it works for us. It does. It greatly does. I feel a lot more comfortable talking to this than without a script than I would if I was trying to stick to a script, because then I would mess up so many times, too many takes, everything. I couldn't do that. For me, I have to do, improv. I have to know how to talk without having to learn what I want myself to say. I have to know in the moment what I want myself to say. And for me, that creates an effective YouTube channel. It creates an effective video for that YouTube channel. And in my opinion, it makes me a little bit more memorable to anybody who watches it. Makes them kind of maybe want to come back because they want to see that quality. And not every YouTuber has that quality. Some of them have the quality of, I got a script, I got to stick to the script, or my video won't be as popular as the last one. It won't have 1 million views. It won't have 100,000 views, it won't have 10 views. I mean, it all just depends on the type of person and how you talk. For your YouTube channel, if you're making videos on your channel that are based around games, I wouldn't suggest talking all that much about them unless you're doing reviews on them. If you're just filming your gameplay, I, in fact, wouldn't even suggest putting any commentary on it at all. I would suggest putting, just music over it, and maybe if you wanted to talk over it, you could put music kind of soft layered underneath the audio of your voice. That way it adds a little background effect for all those empty spaces that you might have. It's a lot easier that way for some people. It makes the video a lot more interesting sometimes, depending on who you are. For videos, it just kind of happens to be something that has to come to you. If it doesn't come to you and you try to make a video, I mean, you're going to be lost. That's where I was on my last channels that I had. I mean, I would try to make a video, but I would lock up in front of a camera. I wouldn't be able to talk. And now, I guess that's changed. Obviously, that has changed because now I can make a video. And I enjoy making videos. On a different note, I'd like to point out that my friend John Greer is in fact making a book series. The first book has already been released as of last year. His second book in the series is coming out next September. It's called The Unfamiliar Path. He has no further information on the book that he could give us except the release date will be in September, and that it is about a big war, and it is in fact a manga comic. It is in the form of a novel because prices seem to be very high for that stuff. But we'll leave his link in the description. You can go check that book out. You can go check out the fan page. You can, get in touch with him. I'm sure he'll have a way for you to do that. Anything you need to do, I'll put a link for the old book in the description. I seriously suggest you to check that out. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. But, give us your thoughts on how you think a YouTube video should be made. Like, what kind of attitude you should put forward, how you think it should be. Leave your comments in the description below, and thank you for watching Warbros.